life has continuously been defended and uplifted throughout pontificates. In particular, the successors of Peter have made the Church's stance on beginning-of-life issues very clear, especially Pope St. John Paul II, who held matters of life and family very close to his heart. The Polish Pope authored some of the Church's greatest encyclicals and papal documents, dedicated to the dignity of the human person and human sexuality, such as Evangelium Vitae and his catechetical series, Theology of the Body.
Troska o życie.
Concern for life was one of the central themes of St. John Paul II's thought.
While working for the Polish section of the State Secretariat of the Holy See, Father Paweł Patashnik worked very closely with John Paul II. He recalls what motivated the Holy Father to write extensively on the value and inviolability of every human life in his landmark encyclical Evangelium Vitae, the Gospel of Life.
Najważniejszym przesłaniem
The most important message of the encyclical is the truth that life is a gift from God. He is the giver of life, and he takes care of human life throughout its entire existence. Moreover, in this document, the Holy Father, referring to the story of Cain and Abel, shows that God calls human beings to account for a human life. In the book of Genesis, there is this sentence, "I will demand an accounting from man for the life of man." The Holy Father refers to this in the document and seeks to show that God is a guardian of life, even when life is marked by suffering.
życia, nawet wtedy, kiedy ono jest dotknięte cierpieniem.
Currently working in the leadership of the JP2 Vatican Foundation, Father Patashnik is eager to continue carrying forward John Paul II's legacy in his rigorous defense of life. He hopes to do so not only being outspoken on the matter, but also actively supporting pro-life initiatives, such as the Polish Annual Week of Prayer for the Unborn that occurs every month of March before the Feast of St. Joseph.
Modlitwa jest ważna.
Prayer is important for mothers who carry a child in their womb, and it is also important for ourselves and for society as a whole, so that we remain mindful that this life, which we consider to be a great value, also requires our care. Here, I clearly see the value of the prayer we undertake, not only during the week of Prayer for Life, but throughout the entire year on various occasions, trying to bring this very issue before God in prayer.
Podejmować ten temat również przed Bogiem.
But St. John Paul II's defense of life went far beyond his encyclicals. In February of 1994, he established the Pontifical Academy for Life, a Vatican institution charged with the defense of human life and promotion of human dignity through research and study. Current president of the Academy, Archbishop Renzo Pegoraro, explained why the mission of the Academy is just as important today as it was when it was founded.
There is an important dialogue, interdisciplinary dialogue, so involving biologists, doctors, but also philosophers, theologians, lawyers, all people that could help to analyze the new questions, the new problems, sometimes very urgent and very complicated issue coming from the development of medicine.
With a constant push for new laws and legislations to legalize euthanasia and assisted suicide, Monsignor Pegoraro shares that the members constantly receive requests from various countries asking for the Academy to support palliative care.
We need to relieve the pain, we need to control the pain, but we need also to support the psychological and spiritual aspect of the person. So palliative care is an approach to the whole person, including all dimensions, all aspects, to offer a good care also when the treatments are not working or there are other difficulties because the disease, the illness is very severe and probably there is no chance to resolve the problem of the disease, but always we take care of the person.
Both beginning of life and end of life issues are at the heart of the Academy's mission, reflecting its commitment to safeguarding human life and its dignity at every stage.
We have now also a project about neuroethics, neurotechnology, neuroscience. What is the meaning, which kind of problems risk of enhancement or manipulation of the human being. But there is also an interesting project about the neonatal care, so before the delivery and immediately after the delivery, particularly for premature children, how to guarantee good care of the baby, a good care for the mother, and to offer a very important support to all these persons.
32 years since its creation, the Pontifical Academy for Life continues to carry the spirit of Pope St. John Paul II forward and spread the message of life, its protection and dignity that he so deeply cared about.